we're gonna jump straight into some soups. The only soup I used to make for, I know, at least 10 plus years was vegetable soup, and that got tiring. I've actually been making chicken gnocchi soup for about a good 3 to 4 years now, and I just learned how to make Toscana soup, if I'm saying that correctly. Oh my god, it's so freaking yummy. So those are like the 3 main soups that I make in my household. Y'all see Banks in the background. He's like lit right now, so he's running around like a maniac. So the first soup that we're gonna make today is chicken gnocchi. I always say chicken gnocchi, so I have to remind myself that the G is not, you don't pronounce the G tie. So we're gonna make some chicken gnocchi soup. So the ingredients that I have here today is heavy whipping cream. I kind of bought 2 little small ones because they didn't have the, what ounce is this, 16? So I think the other one was a 32 ounce. They didn't have the 32 ounce in stock, so I was like, whatever, girl. I bought some chopped carrots, some gnocchi, of course, some celery, some chicken broth. I do have some chicken breasts. When I walked into the store, the rotisserie chicken was not done. I did not feel like really cooking today, so I was gonna cut corners any way that I could. But before I walked out the store, your girl got a rotisserie chicken. We're gonna use rotisserie chicken today, but we do have chicken breasts just in case it was out of stock. And then, of course, some onions and bell pepper that I already had in here. So those are the ingredients, and I'm gonna add some flour. But I'm gonna mix some flour and some water in a separate cup, but we will go through that because that's very important, and that can make or break your soup. So we will do that on a little later. But right now, let's go ahead and get into chopping up our celery. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to pour out some of this water, at least to here. Then we're going to give this a stir. This is what's going to give your soup more of a creamy consistency. If I just leave in the ingredients that I've put in so far, the soup tends to, I mean, it's really soupy, really watery. I want to have a little bit of thickness to it. So that's the point of me adding a little flour. Not super thick, but like that just right thick. See how loose that is? Still pretty loose. So I am going to add one more scoop of flour. And that should be enough. Now, if you ever put way too much flour and then your soup ends up being too thick, just add more chicken broth, more seasoning, and you should be fine. Alright, so we're going to mix this in slowly. Give that another stir. I am going to turn this down a little bit. I don't want it to burn. And of course this is milk and butter. And then we're going to add a little cheese. So I turned my stove. My stove go from 1 to 10. So I turned it down to like between 2 and 3. Okay, so I'm going to let that kind of settle down. I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken in. Now, out of that entire rotisserie chicken, I'm probably putting half in. I'll use the other half to make like chicken salad or something like that. Alright, we're going to mix that. Give that a good stir. I am going to shred some cheese. That's just my preference. Cheese can just go on top. That's totally up to you how you want to do it. But I do like mine to be like super cheesy, super creamy. And whenever they fix their plate, the only thing I like them to top off their soup with is some Parmesan cheese. Usually I use sharp cheddar. But one, I don't feel like shredding any sharp cheddar because I buy the whole blocks of cheese. I do have some shredded mozzarella cheese, so I'm just going to throw a little bit of that in there. My norm is cheddar cheese. So this is a new cheese for me, but I'm sure it's not going to make or break the soup. It's not going to kill it. I wasn't going to do the rest of the bag. It was probably about a quarter of the bag left, but it's fine. Oh my God, it's already nice and creamy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. The gnocchi balls are the last thing that I'm going to add to my soup, okay? So I'm going to wait a couple minutes, put a little bit more seasoned salt in here. My husband is like the biggest critic when it comes to salt because he stopped eating salt. So, whatever. When we separated, he did all this new stuff, girl, and now I have to adjust. Alright, I'm adding a little bit more lemon pepper. That's it with those two seasons. We have onions in there, but onion powder just, it just make it feel like it's even better. So I'm going with some onion powder. I'm going to go in with some paprika. Yep. Give it a good amount of paprika. A little Tony's Creole won't hurt anything. Not much, but just a little bit. And that should be good. So already, look at there. Look at that way that cheese just, oh yeah. Now what I like about chicken gnocchi soup, it kind of replaced potato soup with me. I used to love me some potato soup. Okay, now last, I'm gonna go in with my gnocchi. I just noticed I've been saying chicken gnocchi again. None of y'all was gonna correct me. It's just gnocchi, not gnocchi. Typically, I only do half a pack of the gnocchi. One thing I did forget is some spinach, but I did buy some salad that has spinach. It's the spring mix, so it has spinach in it. So I'm kind of gonna pick through this salad just because I forgot. Like, oops, my bad. But we have something with spinach in it. So we're gonna make it work, girl. We're gonna make this work. Look, we get the chicken and then we full and we out. Look at her. That's my baby. My big baby. Let's go. Let's put these breadsticks in the oven so we can make our salad. Four little breadsticks, 2 for Tris, 1 for me, 1 for Jabez. In the oven they go. So I turned off the stove. I just feel like this soup is like done. I don't want to overcook it. And all I did was throw my salad mix into a big, huge, large bowl. Let's cut up some onion. I should have cut up 2 earlier, but this is what I do in the kitchen. Clean up, cut something, clean up, need to cut up some more. And let's see if we have some tomatoes, and that will be the complete meal. I did end up having a tomato. Here is the final view of the food. We have our salad here on the side. Of course, our breadsticks. When it comes to the soup, only thing I did was add some granite Parmesan cheese on top. It's not necessarily necessary. So let's have a taste test and let's see what we think about it. I don't have a fork for my salad, but I'm just gonna try it with my spoon. We're gonna try it with a spoon today, girl. Oh, that's better than olive garden. This is really good. This is really good. Perfect. Today is a snow day. It was actually a freeze day if you ask me. But certain sides of town, it is snowing. So Today's a snow day. Perfect soup while we're locked in the house. So I'm not locked in. I'm a healthcare worker. So guess what? Mama still gotta go to work. Daddy had a paid day off. He went in anyway. And Tristan just got a free day because it's a snow day. Tomorrow's a snow day too. It's crazy. Let's go. Let's keep it moving because I was sitting here talking about this soup with y'all. So let's keep it moving.